for watching Ebony Ladies in the DR. I'm your host, Bridget. Bienvenidos a mi canal. Gracias por mirar. And today I am answering a question from my subscriber. So she wanted to know, since we've been here 5 years, y'all. It went by so fast. I loved it. Okay, we've been here 5 years. So she wanted to know, how has our budget changed? What has increased? And I'm like, oh, what a great question. I'm surprised I didn't think of that myself. Such a good question. So I am going to be giving y'all so much information about what the things that have changed, what stayed the same, how you can afford to live here, and all of that good stuff. Because that's the number one thing that people want to know. Can I afford to live there? Is it affordable? Because when people come here on vacation, y'all be balling out of control. Y'all be going to Captain Hook's and all of these other places that cost a fortune, going to SBG and Blue Mall and eating and spending $80, $90 and tipping and, and spending a whole bunch of money. It ain't how I live. I don't roll like that. So yes, it's affordable, but I say it all the time. Punta Cana is the most expensive city in the Dominican Republic, but is it affordable? Absolutely. And, one of the things that they always ask with residency is, will you have at least $1,200 a month as a couple to live here? And people are like, that ain't nothing. Okay, because we came from the U.S. and our monthly bills were right at $6,000 a month. So our monthly bills here, and I tell y'all all the time, I'm not kidding, our bills are not even $1,000 a month. And it's me, Davlin, and Bella. Y'all look at me and know I don't miss a meal. Y'all look at me, know I am not sacrificing fashion because I'm very fashionable. And so is Davlin and Bella. So, we're not sacrificing like people want to say, well, you making all these sacrifices to live there. Absolutely not. We're doing what we do and enjoying ourselves. But I am very budget conscious because, y'all, ain't nobody trying to go back to work full time in the United States, not Bridget Boyd. Okay, so I do watch our money. So I am very conscious of what we spend, and we still enjoy life. We do excursions, we travel around the island, we do what we want to do, but we're not spending a whole bunch of money doing it because 5 years later, and we're still under $1,200 a month. Actually, we still under $1,000 a month. And people are like, how? Well, this is paid for, and that's your biggest bill, is always going to be your roof over your head. So we pay cash, bought this house. We don't have we don't have mortgage. So nothing has changed there. So let's start. I made a list so that I can go down my list with you all, and then I know a lot of people like me like the visuals. So at the end, you're going to see a visual of our bills and what we spend. And then if you've moved here and you're living here and you're still finding yourself spending $2,000-$3,000 a month, which is a lot to me, and it's just you and your spouse or partner and a dog, or just the two of y'all and maybe a kid, if you don't have like or school tuition or something like that, then you should be kind of along the lines with us. I know not everybody is gonna spend as little as we spend, but everybody's lifestyle is different. So we're going to jump into it, and shout out to my subscriber for asking this question, but let's get started. So the first thing on my list is Claro. I'm going to do the main things. So Claro, y'all, is our Wi-Fi or internet, and then we have 2 phones, right? So we got 3 things with Claro. When I go in there, we give out 3 account numbers. Okay, so when we got here 2019, 5 years ago, we was spending $89 and some change. So round that up to $90. 5 years later, our Claro bill, internet and 2 phones, same good service. We don't have any issues with our service. I can't say that I've ever had any issue at all with my phone. And with the internet service, we've had the technician come out twice in the 5 years because we had bad wiring. Okay, the first time he came, I went to Claro because Wi-Fi wasn't working, got a ticket, and then the technician came and he repaired it. Well, like a year or so later, something happened again. So y'all know me. I keep everybody's phone number. I got the technician number on WhatsApp, Claro. So I'm sending him a message like he my own personal technician. Look, something wrong with the Wi-Fi. Can you stop by here? He like, ma'am, I am not your technician, your personal technician. I am not in your area. What time you gonna be around Cocota? Because Punta Cana is big, so I already know you're gonna be around Cocota. He's like, look, you need to go up there and get a ticket. I'm like, stop by if you can. Who came by later that day? My personal Claro technician. Because I'm like, look, thank you. I loved it. And he came, fixed the problem, and we were back in business. And it was just that simple. And I was very happy. So, Claro, internet, two phones. We went from approximately 89, so $90 to now $95. $5 increase, still keeping us under $1,000 a month. $5 increase. All right, next on my list is SAPIM. SAPIM is electricity. So within the 5 years, I haven't really noticed anything significant. I have the app on my phone, so I'm always monitoring, y'all. Definitely say I'm cheap, but I am very budget conscious, so I'm always monitoring. So this time of the year, it's like March that I'm making this video. It's March 2024. And then the weather is amazing. It's a little bit cool. And y'all know our house. We have great insulation. We have 3 huge windows. We keep the windows open. We got the screens. So you're getting all of this fresh air and all of this wind. And so right this time of the year, we don't even cut the ceiling fan on other than at night. We'll have the ceiling fan on, but we're sleeping under a comforter this time of the year. AC, nope, not until it gets hot. And we're not hot. We're like cold at night. So we haven't seen much of a fluctuation. I've been noticing, and I did an average just for this video, and there's a $7 difference up and down, up and down. It hasn't been a consistent $7 more for the same time of the year. It's just been kind of a up and down type thing. So I haven't really noticed the per kilowatts and all of that stuff going up because it hasn't. So the next thing is groceries. Groceries, a fluctuation. It's going to fluctuate. And a lot of times, and I think I told y'all this before, that a lot of times what we would do is we would plan our menu around like the seafood, the meats and different things like that that's on sale. So that helps us to say, stay within a good budget for groceries. And then that also helps us, to have a variety of food where we don't get stuck in eating the same thing all the time. Because like a lot of people that live here, they're like, oh, we eat the same thing all the time. Chicken and rice and beans. I don't know why. It's lasagna, it's seafood, it's all kinds of stuff you could be eating. So to me, that's just kind of a lazy person if they're saying they're eating the same thing all the time. But by me shopping and buying my main meal, main entree, the meats, the seafood based on what's on sale, keeps us under budget, keeps us in a good, with a nice variety of foods that we cook and eat. So it works. But I haven't seen like anything major. My favorite bread at Olay and at Superlama, they both went up from 55 pesos to 64 pesos. And they're like this big, soft, honey wheat rolls. Oh my God, they're so good. We use them for hamburgers. We use them for a little bit of everything, for our sandwiches, everything. But it's like 10 big rolls in a pack. And they used to be 55 pesos and now they're 64 pesos. So I did see that. For eggs, the 30 count of eggs used to be like 178 pesos. Now it's consistently 189 or 199 in different places. So not too big of a difference, but there's the increase there. We first got here 5 years ago. The Rico milk, 2% used to be 55 pesos. Now it's 72 pesos. So that did go up a little bit. We don't drink milk every day. But we use milk for cooking, and we do a lot of baking in this house. I didn't realize we do a lot of baking. So we did see an increase with that. Davelin's creamer went up. The creamer was like holding around 385. Y'all, that creamer done went up. It was like the last time I bought creamer the other day, it was like 484 pesos, which is high as hell for one of those tall ones that you can get at Walmart for like 3.99 or 4.29. So that with I do my calculations at $58.10 because that's what the exchange rate has been holding at for a while. So that is like almost $8 for some creamer. So down the boy gonna have to start drinking tea because that cream was getting too high. It ain't gonna fit in my budget every time that we go grocery shopping, and it's not really lasting him that long. I don't know how many cups of coffee he drinking, but I've been noticing that cream was disappearing. So that has gone up. Okay, 5 years gas. We have a Ford Focus. Our car is actually really, really good on gas, but the increase is only 3 cents. And I remember because when we first got here, it was like 256 pesos for regular gas a gallon. Y'all know that's high. That's high. That's like 256. That's like $5 and some change, right? So that's high per gallon, and so it has gone up to 259. And what can you do? Nothing. But we don't do that much driving. We still, ride our bikes. We take the guagua when we're going to be out shopping, doing a lot of stuff, and just save money. And then the drivers are so bad here that you don't necessarily always want to be driving. Just hopefully cross your fingers you get into a guagua with a safe driver. And my last few trips on the guagua, it has been a good safe driver because he's been a little greedy. He's been trying to pick up every single body to make money, so he's been going slow because he don't want to miss nobody. And I ain't in no hurry, so I kind of like that. I'm good with that. All right. Yes, HOA. And okay, so our HOA, they said they had the first increase. It was 5% in 15 years. So all the two bedrooms in Kokota are the same price. So our HOA used to be 162 plus $10 for water. And your water could be more, but that's what ours averages. $10 for water, and so we pay 172. It went up about September or October of last year. The 5% increase was $10 because now we pay $182 US dollars per month for our HOA. Our maintenance for our association on president, I didn't raise the fees. They've been the same for the 5 years, $60 per owner. It's 9 of us, and I feel like that's enough money for us to have a little bit of reserve in our account that if anything major around here happens. As y'all can see our wall behind me, it's time to paint the building because when we first got here and we had it painted, yeah, I didn't know that the Dominicans weren't going to do a really good job unless you stand over their shoulder and tell them step by step everything that you needed to do. So you see the chipping. So now this time our painters, they're gonna have to scrape to my satisfaction before they start painting. Okay, and so that we won't have to do this again in 5 years because ain't nobody got money to be painting these buildings every 5 years. So yes, that went up. The HOA went up by the 5% or $10, but I'm not gonna raise the maintenance fee unless something drastic around here happens and we need more money in our account. But other than that, it's gonna stay the same. I can't say about other communities if they've raised their maintenance fees. There's no way for me to know. I don't ask, it ain't my business. But in Ambar, I'm not raising the fees. Okay. Bella's haircut. Bella's haircut has stayed the same for 5 years, 37 US dollars. And she gets she just came out, y'all. She gets a great haircut and a bath and her nails, and they clean her ears. And they take good care of her. And she likes the groomers, and we're really happy because, in the US, for Bella's size, Bella averages between 58 and 62 pounds at her heaviest. And so in the States, the groomers would charge like $75 for her weight, and which is double what we pay here. And so we're happy about that. That hasn't gone up. Water. So we do the 5 gallon jugs of water, and they, when we first got here, consistently 70 pesos, no matter where we got it from. If we dropped by Alaska, which is in Baron, and picked them up just because we were out, or if we had it delivered by the Kamado, 70 pesos. And now it has gone up to 90 pesos. So our water bill, well, when we first got here, was like always like around $11 what we would spend a month, because we would get like 3 5 gallon jugs like every almost 2 weeks. I guess we go through that much water. And so we were spending like $11. Now our water bill is gone up to like $13 a month is what we're spending. Oh, excuse me. It's going to like $13 a month is what we're spending on our water and deliveries, which is still super good. A 5 gallon jug of water, y'all, you know, for 90 pesos. What's that? What's 90 pesos? That was 90 pesos. Like a dollar, $2, $1.55 for a 5 gallon jug of water. And so y'all know a bottle of water in the States, depending on the brand, like Fiji water, Smart water, all those, that's like $2 or $3 for 16 ounce of water. So 5 gallon for $1.55, you can't beat it. So that's our water budget. It's like $13. Okay, so for the car insurance, we know we have an old car, a Ford Focus, and we have only liability insurance. And I'm telling y'all, that's all you can get is liability insurance unless you have a brand new car that you're financing here in the Dominican Republic. Then they're going to require you to have full coverage insurance on the car until the mortgage is paid off. If anybody tells you they're going to give you full coverage insurance to cover your car and the car that you hit or the car that hit you, whatever the case may be, they're lying. You're going to be fighting with them to get it covered and to get your money taken care of because they only offer liability. So our liability, our car insurance has not changed. It is what, Devlin? 41? Yeah. It is $41 for the year. You heard that right. $41 a year. Ain't that something? Ain't that a blessing? And look, $41 a year. Registration has not changed. Registration is $25. Registration $25. That's the sticker on your car. Has not changed in the 5 years. I love you, Dominican Republic. You know, just some things need to stay the same. Why would it go up? So registration for your car is only $25. The insurance for our car is $41 for the year. Registration $25 for the year. So y'all, if y'all doing y'all math, y'all adding this up, we are nowhere near $1,200 a month. And I know a lot of people drink alcohol, drink a lot of alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. Devlin has his beer. He likes the Bohemian. I think he has Modelo. And every now and then he'll buy Presidente. And then I'll see a bottle of vodka in there every now and then, a bottle of rum. Still under our budget. And he ain't turning into no alcoholic and nothing like that. He has a little bit of spirits in moderation. But if you are big drinkers and y'all are spending a lot of money on liquor, that's gonna add up, and that's gonna put you over, you know, your 1,000 or 1,200, or get you up there to $2,000 a month, because it's easy to climb up. And especially to go back to groceries a little bit. I do Olay brand. I'll buy the Jumbo brand. You know, if it's just different things like canned corn and, you know, just some of the canned goods like the pinto beans and different things like that, I don't need the name brand if it's the same pinto beans, and I know I'm still gonna doctor it up. Yeah. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me pause. Okay, y'all, I'm back. We had a little emergency. The pool man over here cutting up. You know, look, they be trying to use the pool equipment to get coconuts down. And who got to pay for that? When they break it, we do as the homeowners. Okay, just craziness. Okay, where were we? We was talking about, I went back to the groceries just because of all of the name brand things. It's gonna drive your bill up through the roof. If you gotta have Kraft and Pillsbury and Hellman's and all of that different thing. And I'll do some of the things if I'm making a special recipe or something. It's because sometimes you can taste the difference in the mayonnaise, but I actually found a mayonnaise that's really good that I got at Llama, and it's not Hellman's, and so I'm happy with it, and it's like half the price. So just kind of sometimes I'll splurge on certain things if I'm making a special recipe. But otherwise, I'm doing whatever the store brand is, whatever is the cheapest, because I know I got to add seasoning, I got to add bell pepper, onions, I got to doctor it up anyway. So why am I going to spend all that money? And so just something to think about, y'all. All right, next is our health insurance. Our health insurance went up. How much, Devin? Tell me again, health insurance? Yeah. The health insurance definitely went up $11 over the 5 years. Then I'm writing it on my paper so when I make y'all visual, because I told you I'm gonna make y'all a visual. The health insurance went up by $11, and y'all know we pay it every quarter. If you pay it every quarter in cash, you get a little bit of a savings. But even with the savings, it went up by $11, and that's over a 5 year period. So you know, in the States, your health insurance be going up 2-3% every year, every quarter, it always going up. But no, only $11 increase. Now our copay went up, and I've been seeing our copay steadily go up, but only for the initial visit with the doctor. So it was when we first got here, it was 500 pesos. That's like $10. Then it went up like 2 years later to 650 pesos, which is like $12, and it stayed there for a long time. So then it went up towards the end of last year, I think around November, to 1,000 pesos, which is like $18. So that's where we are now. But when I got my mammogram, that was still 200 pesos, like less than like $3 and some change. Seriously, for a mammogram. My MRI, been having problems with my ankle, so my MRI was like 200 pesos or 300 pesos. It was like super cheap. Medication, the majority of my medications have been like 150 pesos, not even $3. So I haven't seen any increase in any of the other copays, and different things like that. Only in the initial doctor visit have I seen the increase. Everything else holding steady. I love it. All right, what's next on my list? What did I leave out? I think I covered everything. HOA, maintenance, Bella haircut, alcohol, food, Sapim, water, Claro. What other bills y'all got out there? Shopping. People ask me about shopping and clothes. I don't know, because I don't, buy anything new clothes here. I do, y'all know, at thrift shops, I go to the Packers. The Packers did go up. They went up from, everything used to be 300 pesos, which was like $5 and something. Now everything is 400 pesos, like $7 and something. So they did go up a little bit. Bella's food did go up. Her 25-pound bag of food, stupid, super cheap. It used to be like 595 pesos, and now we pay 700 and I think 760 pesos. So it went up a little bit. It's a basic dog food. Bella, she not picky. She like her pico pollo. We get her fried chicken, take the skin off. She like grilled chicken that we make for her at the house. We make sure to give her extra protein. So she will get, some chicken, but she eats her dog food and she likes it. And so that was the only other thing. Clothes, I don't know about, at the actual shops, new stores, because they so expensive and it's not really the best quality stuff. And the things that are good quality, they're gonna start at a dress. $200. I don't shop like that. So I can do my shopping when I go back to the States, or I go to the Packers. I don't need nothing, so I'm good. But that's it. Shoes, I don't buy here. Hair products, I shave my head, I wash my hair with cheap shampoo, it don't matter. That type of thing. So I don't have a lot of expenses, me and Jasmine. So that's why, yes, it has been very, very easy to stay under $1,000 a month. I hope I remembered everything that was like really important, your main bills, because people are always asking me, can they come here and do it? And you absolutely can. You just have to make a few adjustments, and it's not making any sacrifices. Let me clear that up, because y'all can look at me and say I ain't sacrificing nothing in the food department, in the clothes department. I'm very fashionable. I have a great style. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. But so we ain't sacrificing nothing. We eat good around here. We look nice. We do excursions. We do all our fun stuff. We travel quite a bit, and so life is good. So if you want to come here and live in the Dominican Republic and you don't think you can, oh my God, you absolutely can. You can do it. Just do it. You can do it. But I love it, and I love saving money, and I love not having, upward of almost $6,000 a month versus $1,000 a month, because those were our expenses in the United States. So yes, I have peace of mind. Yes, there's no stress. When it's only $1,000 a month, y'all can go to the States and book a job and make my money for the whole year. So that's how you want to live. Then you just got to get your life right, people. No, I'm just kidding. But, so I shout out to my subscriber for asking me that question and making me reevaluate the budget and see how things have changed and gone up. And it hasn't been a huge priority for me just because it hasn't been a huge or drastic increase in the inflation in Punta Cana. Okay, so we're happy. Thank y'all for watching Ebony Ladies in the DR. I'm your host, Bridget, right here on YouTube every Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you got a question, if you want to know something, put it in the comments and I'm going to answer it. I might probably make an episode out of it, and then everybody will have the same information. But thank y'all, I appreciate it, and see you soon. Don't forget to do it, to like, subscribe, and share to my channel. Thank you, I appreciate you.